Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another edition of Lisa Renee TV. If you have not yet subscribed to the channel, make sure to do so today before you leave. Make sure to thumbs up the video if you like what you see, and to share on all your social media networking sites that you happen to be on at this time. Hello, and welcome back. I am back in front of the camera, my favorite place to be. I hope everybody is doing well and feeling good. I know I am on this beautiful Monday, this beautiful snowy Monday. Right now in Chicago, it's not snowing, like, thank God it's not snowing. I'm so happy because we have been pelted with the snow. Do you hear me? Okay. Yes, we got like, oh my God, I think probably 10 inches. Like it's a mess. It's a mess out there. Okay, it really is. Y'all don't want to be here right now. Okay, seriously, they got things cleaned up finally, so we down to the pavement. So everything is good. Everybody been shoveled out, snow blowed out, and everything. So everything is pretty peachy. So hoping the same for you. Hopefully y'all not over there stuck up under that snow, buried alive. So hopefully everybody done dug out and in your neck of the woods and everything is going good. But anyway, I just want to hop in here real quick with this topic. So this kind of came to me the other day, and I also wrote a blog about it as well, which I will share the link below. But this is all about hearing God's voice. Yes, indeed. And if you notice, I'm looking to the side, looking to the right here. I have my notes here to the right on my screen. Okay, so hearing God's voice is definitely so important. We need more of him, especially like living in the time that we do now. There's so much at stake and there's so much going on in the world. And I think more than ever, the times have become more and more unpredictable, It's just so much happening that we can't tell what's going to happen from moment to moment. So we need to hear his voice, in these times. Now, by now, you all have heard of the famous Gorilla Glue Girl, right? AKA Tessica Brown. That's her real name. Now, we've heard of her, and I know, we know the story. She ran out of the Gots-to-Be edge control or whatever it was. It's a product that was her favorite product to use on her hair. She ran out of it, and she just decided suddenly that she wanted to try Gorilla Glue to put that in her hair to smooth her edges down. Wrong decision completely. So it ended up being a nightmare for her. Her hair was stuck that way for a month. She went to the internet to get help. Some people laughed at her, mocked her. Other people rallied behind her and tried to show love and support. So I definitely didn't find it funny at all. I definitely saw it as unfortunate. And it was more unfortunate because really, Brown was a victim of just not hearing God's voice, not using her own intuition. And that is a mistake that a lot of us unfortunately make on a daily basis. So when we fail to hear God's voice, we will miss important warnings from him. We open ourselves up for unnecessary pain. See, the problem is we live in such a distracting world that it's hard to pay attention at times. So the question is, how do we overcome? Well, one way that I say is to make time for self-care. So sometimes you just have to pull away from people. You just have to separate from other people. If you look at Luke chapter 22, verses 39 through 44, you'll see where Jesus withdrew from his disciples to pray to the Father for guidance. Again, in Luke 5:16, talks about how Jesus withdrew regularly to pray. So Jesus was always making time to withdraw from other people to be alone with the Father. He made this a priority of his, and so should you. So sometimes time for prayer and reflection is just much needed. And you cannot be stuck up under people, because you get their voice in your head and it can just be so distracting for you. And also, when you withdraw from people, this is a great way to clearly hear what you need from the Lord. So, food for thought. Another way is through fasting. Now, fasting is actually more versatile than you think, because you can fast from anything edible or non-edible. You can fast from food, which is very common, or you can fast from TV. You can fast from gossiping. You can fast from social media. It could be anything. I've fasted from social media before. Yes. So you can definitely fast from whatever you want to. So take some time, kind of do some deep thinking on that one, and figure out what triggers you, and what's something that you really maybe into, and maybe into a little too much sometimes. What's a habit or a bad habit that you need to break, or anything like that. Those are ideas for fasting. And also, you can pray and just ask for guidance on what is a good idea to fast from, or something you should fast from. So, and when you fast, this allows your flesh a break from being gratified, so you can develop a clear focus. And this also helps you become more intentional about your time with God. See? So when fasting, use a notepad to write down all the things that you hear God saying to you. And when you do this, you want to just be honest and speak from your heart. God knows you better than anybody, knows you better than you know yourself, and he loves you. So, you don't have to hide anything from him. You definitely want to just keep it real. Keep it all the way real with him. Let him know all your feelings and your desires, and anything that is troubling your heart when you do this. As far as when you should do a fast, how often you should do a fast, that is totally up to you. That's something that you can. Usually, I do a fast. I like to do a fast like in the beginning of a new year, because I feel refreshed. I want to feel reinvigorated. So I love doing fasts like at the beginning of a new year, or a few months into a year. But it's never a wrong time to do a fast. That'll be totally up to you. Never a wrong time to do a fast when you just need some light and you need some clarity to come in. It's a good time to do a fast, to get your heart more in tune with God. Lastly, meditation. Meditation is so wonderful to utilize. This will definitely settle your mind down completely. Now, you need peace and quiet when seeking to hear from God. And you can meditate at home or anywhere that you feel comfortable. Some people enjoy nature walks while talking to God, and maybe you enjoy a cafe. Totally up to you. Set your intentions for what you like to get out of your time with God. And when first starting meditation, you can simply start with 5 to 10 minutes. Over time, you can build it up to 30 minutes to an hour. Now, you can meditate at night, at bedtime. There are actually Christian meditations on YouTube. You can actually look some of them up, and I probably will list some below too for you guys. There's some great Christian meditation channels on YouTube, and they actually read you Bible verses as you drift off to sleep. And I think they're wonderful. I think they're a total godsend, and I usually listen to them after I pray. So I definitely would recommend that you do the same. You say your prayer, you talk to God, and then you turn on your Christian meditation. Now, the more you put these methods into practice, the louder God's voice will become. A lot of times, we struggle to hear his voice, especially if we're out and it's noisy or we're around other people. But the more you get closer to him, the closer that you get to him, the more you put these things into practice, his voice will sound more familiar to you. And so you can be out in a crowded place and you will hear him. And remember, he speaks to us all in different ways. So he may speak to me one way, he'll speak to you a totally different way. Sometimes it may be a certain sign you get. He may speak to you through social media. He may speak to you through your television or a book that you're reading, through his word. I mean, it's so many various ways that he can speak to you. So don't limit God at all. He's just great and magnificent. So, he can do anything, that's best for you. So just, open your mind up and just be ready to receive the messages from heaven. So, and remember, God is always speaking, but the question is, are you listening? And the last Bible verse I'll leave you with would be John 10:27 through 28. So definitely check that verse out as well. I'm going to leave those Bible meditations below in the more info box, as well as anything else that I want you guys to know. Everything will be dropped below in the more info box. So I hope you guys really got something out of this. I hope you put these tools to use, and I hope you really grow and get closer to God and just develop a closer walk. And I hope everything improves for you. Definitely share this video with somebody who needs to hear it. Definitely subscribe if you have not already. Like, comment, all that good stuff. And you guys have a great Monday and have a great week. And I will see you soon. Bye.